Hey everyone, this is Jenny from Homestead Corner, and today we're going to make a quick and easy hobo stove. So when you are in need of a quick, easy stove to boil water or heat something up, you're probably not going to fry steak on this. It's going to take quite a while. But this is you're going to be able to boil water. All you need is a number 10 can. You could probably use a coffee can. It's just going to be a little bit smaller. The number 10 can is nice because it's easy to sit a pot on top of it. So that is really nice. And this is just an empty number 10 can. And you don't need any fancy tools or anything like that. This is super easy to do. Anybody can do this, I'm telling you. So you can either use your can to have the bottom hold the fire in, or you can flip your can over. If you've got a little grate, that's a great way to go. If you've got some kind of grate to hold your pot off a gas stove, one of those little grates your pan sits on, those fit right on top of a number 10 can. So most of them, I believe. So you could use that on top of it if your gas stove is down and you need to, cook something up. This is a great way to go. So for tools, I just have this little church key. This is an old hardened steel one. It's not one of those made in China. Those bend. I hate those things. They're so cheap. You can get them for 99 cents. But when you're opening cans, they don't last a long time. And they start to bend and warp and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend if you can get an older one, the hardened steel. Those are much better. This is from like 1955. Valentine ale beer. That's what's on it. Just one that my dad gave me. I'm always looking for old tools, and my dad somehow comes up with all these old little gadgets that I want. He's always got extras, which is handy. And then the other day I made one probably a couple weeks ago. I like to practice my skills, so make sure I still got it. I know what I'm doing. And I use just these two tools. One of these metal, I think, a stainless steel little credit card tool, and a can opener. You can also use a pocket knife. You want to be careful not to cut yourself with this, but you can use this if this is what you have. I've done it with that before as well. So this is a little bit more challenging, but if this is all you have, you make do with what you got. That's what I say. In an emergency, if you're out somewhere, if you had to bug out and you've only got a couple of minor tools, one of these is handy because you come across food, you can open it. So anyway, let's get started on this. It is really simple and easy to do. So I'm going to do this on like a little tarred walkway, so I can light a fire there, and because it's really dry and hot. You want to be careful you don't light the whole forest on fire or a lawn, the whole city park, whatever you're doing. Make sure you have something underneath this, a concrete block, rocks, something. But you want this to be able to sit stable. So I'm going to use this for my bottom, and this is going to be my top. So I'm going to start with my can opener, just the little piercer. We're going to go around the top and just make some holes in this thing. Nothing difficult. And I'm going to put like, let's see, I like to put like 8 in there. You want to be able to get your fire, plenty of air in here. So I just go and put around 8 on the top. And we're going to do the same thing around the bottom. We're going to leave room for a door. So, because we're going to cut a door in here. So I'm just going to put a bunch of holes around the bottom, and this is going to help get air up under that fire and help it burn better. And you want to be careful. These little picky things can hang down. I don't know if you can see, they kind of hang down a little. You don't really want to set this on your leg while you're doing this. It's minutes, literally. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes around the bottom, and there's no science to this. So if you have 5 holes or 10 holes, it's, you know, it's okay. There's no science. And then the top of the can, because we're going to put our pan on top here, you want to make sure the flame can come through this. So I'm just going to add some holes up here so the flame can come through. And I just kind of go in between where I've got these holes and put one on top. We have our holes in the top. And this, we just have to cut our door in, and we're going to do that now. So I just took this little tool and put it on like a bottle opener just to pierce the side. So I've got a little pierce there and a little pierce on this side. So then I can see where I'm going with this. And then I had to use my hand and pound this in kind of like a hammer. There is like a little blade edge on here. It's not super sharp, but just if you just push the pressure of your hand, it's a little tough, but you can do it. In an emergency, you know, this will work. So I just want this door to come up enough. I want it to be big enough so I can feed my wood in there for this. It doesn't have to be huge, but you can see I'm making a line here. I'm going to come up the same height and then go across. It's definitely a little bit easier with a little knife. But you probably don't want to do it. Once we have our door all cut out, I switched over to the knife. It's a little bit easier for me that way. We're going to take this and we're going to bend this door out. You can bend it in, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use it just to hold my sticks so they kind of fall in. Alright, so we've got our little stove all put together here, and I just bent the door out to help the wood, you know, not fall out of it, and I can keep pushing it in. And I've just got a little bit of lint on a toilet paper roll here. This lights up really super easy. Just going to stick that right in there. And branches, I just go with the really thin stuff to start with. You know, just like any fire. Start with small and slowly get bigger. We're just going to get a good fire rolling here. And we got a little pot of water we're going to put on and just bring it up to a boil. I don't know about you guys, but man, here in Maine, it's like 96 degrees today. Whew. I don't know how you all live down south and have this weather all the time. This is a lot. It is hot, hot. I guess this is why I live in Maine, because, you know, I can't handle that heat. Some people can take it. I cannot. So you can just kind of push this in as it starts burning. And while you are out collecting any sticks or anything, I find this a lot around here. I don't know about your area, but this is old man's beard. It looks like hair and it grows on here. This is absolutely wonderful for wounds, things like that. Stick it right under your band-aid. Heal you right up. Check out old man's beard. Search it out, learn it. It's a great one to have. If you can find it around, you definitely want to throw that in your supplies. Good natural medicine right there. I always grab that when I find it. Leave a little bit so more can grow. I'm just going to get this fire cracking and I will bring you back. Okay, so we got a nice little fire going and I'm just going to put my little pot of water right on top. And you want that to flame right up under there. It'll boil that water pretty quick. I keep one of the longer sticks, just kind of poke stuff in. As it burns, you can get it in there. These small little rocket stoves and hobo stoves are absolutely wonderful, lightweight, easy to, this is super easy to make. Anybody can do it. And I mean, there's no science to it. It's pretty basic. But in a pinch, it'll get you what you need. Okay, so this took about 5 minutes. It has been since we put the pot on. And we have got a nice, beautiful rolling boil in here. This thing is cooking. Ready for whatever you need. So, hobo stoves, super simple and easy to make. You know, great in an emergency. You can whip this up in literally minutes, no problem. If I can do it, you can do it. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.